What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live here at the 9 p.m. hour Eastern Standard Time, January 6th, 2021, the new year. Yes, once again, still trying to get over the fact that the Miami Dolphin season is over. We exceeded expectations, nothing to really be sad about, but at the same token, we wish we could have been one of those teams still fighting for the playoffs. But it is what it is. We still have a good team. We have a team that's going into next season with much higher expectations than this season. First and foremost, I think everybody recognizes that we did exceed expectations last season. So that's always a good thing. So next year, we should be contenders. Next year, we should be fighting just like any other team in this league to win a Super Bowl. This is the third year of our rebuild. A lot of teams have done a rebuild, not quite like this, but they have rebuild. And in the third season, we've seen some teams, make it to AFC championship games, Super Bowls, so why not us? All right. Why not us? I know some people in the comment section right now is asking about the round table. The round table is going to be on Thursday night this week on Dan Mitchell's channel. So tomorrow night, we will be live on Dan Mitchell's channel for the round table. So we're gonna hang out tonight. What happened to the round table? It's tomorrow night, okay? The round table is tomorrow night on Dan Mitchell's channel. So Bills fans, appreciate y'all tuning in anyway, but I'll destroy y'all tomorrow, all right? But it's all good, man. Listen, y'all hit that like button for me on the way in. We got 100 people watching, only 22 likes. Since YouTube is messing up the notifications for me, I rely on you all to hit the like button so other people know that we are live. So we definitely want to see if we can get the likes up, get some people in here, so that we can have a party like we do every single chance we get when we go live. But I hope everybody had a great day. I hope everybody had a really good day. I hope you got a chance to check out the video that I made earlier. It's titled Chan Gailey got fired. Resigned and to a film study. We were able to break down that Buffalo Bills game and look at the film. And it was very revealing and very telling on what we need to improve on next year and what we actually don't need to improve on next year. So y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Punch the like button on that one too. All right, there we go. We getting the likes up. I appreciate y'all, man. This a 5-hour stream again? LOL. No, this ain't gonna be 5 hours, but I might be here for a little bit. But I ain't saying 5 hours now. We're definitely not gonna do that tonight. All right. Shout out to the homie Lieutenant Dan with the donation. Said we need D Smith, not an O lineman. Some Fin pages have Waddle and Harris falling super deep to our other picks, and I don't see that happening. Now, in regards to D Smith, not an old lineman, yeah, man. I don't think Waddle and Harris is gonna fall either. That's the crazy thing. I don't think they're gonna fall either. I mean, there's a lot of speculation and people thinking that they will, but I fail to believe that they're gonna fall. I just don't believe it. TD, we bringing back Godchild. I don't know, but either way, we have the assets to do whatever we want. If we want Waddle, if we want Harris, we got the assets to go get whoever we want. So it really doesn't matter. All right. So we shall see. Time will tell. Again, y'all hit that like button. I think I saw Finsanity. What's up, Finsanity? What happened to the round table? Everybody asks about the round table. It's Thursday night this week. It is tomorrow night. All right. Tomorrow night is the round table. So be ready for that. I plan on having fun. I'm ready to go at it with them. Yes. No. Y'all see, let me see. I gotta show y'all something. You see this? You hear this one? 2 years old and trying to tell me what to do. He said, "Let's go, Daddy." You know what he's asking for? He's asking for pizza. And my 2-year-old doesn't eat anything but pizza, French fries, chicken nuggets. He's had a feeding issue since he was born. He drinks a lot of water, though. He doesn't like juice anymore for some reason. No. Leave that alone. He doesn't like juice, which is a good thing. He loves water. And right now, we've had enough, and we're not going to cater to him every night in his whining. And he's coming in here harassing me, saying, Daddy, he doesn't say pizza. He doesn't say pizza or pizza. It's cheetza. Like the Patriots cheat. It's cheetza. Daddy, cheetza. Cheetza? No. No cheetza. Your food is sitting right out there on your table, and it's going to sit there. Now, don't talk back to me. Go eat your food. I'm telling y'all, man, we've had enough. He is going to eat what we give him. And if he doesn't, it's old school mode, then that is your business. My wife told me that I was too soft on him because he comes out like 1 a.m, rubbing his stomach saying, Daddy hungry. And I get up and make him or get him whatever he wants. But I got to stop. I'm going to do better, y'all. I'm going to do better. But anywho, as he's left asking for cheetza, Daddy, come on, cheetza. Back into it. All right. Oh, y'all pray for me, man. Give the man his cheetza. Y'all don't understand. That's all he wants to eat. Nuggets, fries, or cheetza. That's it. Or pancakes, sausage, bacon. He'll eat like the breakfast pancake, sausage, bacon, waffles, but nothing else. Nothing else. Like y'all don't even understand. You can't put a vegetable in front of him to save your life. You blend it in a smoothie. He knows the taste and he throws it. But he loves water. He loves water. I give him a little bit of juice. He throws it and says, Wawa. He don't say water. He say Wawa. Wawa. He wants his water. So it is what it is. That's my baby though. Anywho, I love your onesie. You love? Yeah, man, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All humans love water, TD. That's a lie, Logan. Not all humans. I do, but not all humans, which is sad. All right. Oh, TD, I like water too. Yes, I can drink water all day, as long as it's ice cold for me. Okay, so anyway, let's get back to business, man. Enough about Mr. Cheetza. All right. Enough about Mr. Cheetza. All right. All right. So dang, y'all have made me lose track of where I am. New sub too. Appreciate you subbing, Jag. TD, what's your favorite food? I'm changing my relationship with food. So my favorite food probably ain't my favorite food anymore. So and I never really had a favorite food. You know, but I'm changing my relationship with food. I'm trying to do better. I'm calling food the enemy because COVID has, helped a lot of people gain food weight, and I need to go ahead and reverse this course before it gets out of control. And since January 1st, I've been doing a good job, and I'm gonna try to maintain that. All right, PJs for TD, yes. All right, so anyway, man, I'm trying to get back to the point. All right. All right. Well, you see, y'all have made me mess up what I was even thinking about, what I was talking about. Man, Cheetza came in here and just messed my whole head up. Yeah, what we're gonna need to be successful and be contenders next year. But Lieutenant Dan with another donation said, TD, do you think we should trade Preston away? It depends on the value. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's a talent, but his value still isn't good. He went undrafted, and to try to get a draft pick for him, he's worth like if I would pay a 6th round pick for him with his potential upside. So why would I sell him? Why would I send him off? Why would I trade for him? I mean, it ain't like we're gonna get a 2nd, a 3rd, or 4th. So let him come off of this injury and see if we can get a productive, really good receiver. Don't forget about Devontae Parker, ladies and gentlemen. How long did it take? He was riddled with injuries too. Is it not looking like a similar situation? So let's give him the time he needs, and we'll see how it turns out. See, the important thing about Preston Williams is the fact that at least we saw wow moments that told us, okay, we can, allow him to grow with us. That's what it's about. Just give us some wow moments as a rookie or a young guy to make us feel comfortable about giving you a chance, you know? Let me stop before I go off a tangent. But yeah, we need him. We need him, all right? TD, how about this 3? Sewell trade up at 9 for Waddle or Smith, and then draft Nick Bolton. Also sign Allen Robinson. I ain't with the Robinson one. Aaron Jones, okay, and then re-sign Ted Karras. Lastly, pick up a safety like Hooker or Marcus Williams. Man, most of that sound really good. I ain't with the Robinson one. Remember, we talk about age. You got to be in a certain age group. But I like what you said earlier on. Listen, guys, I keep on repeating this over and over, but we have all the assets we need to do whatever we want in the draft. So everybody's talking about the number 3 pick, but that number 18 is also valuable. Not only is it valuable, I would love to see us package that up and move up again and get another good player. I mean, 18 could be a good player, but y'all know what I mean. Move up, take 18 and move up in the top 10. Get at about 8 or 9. Put a package together to go up. I mean, it ain't going to be as crazy as going up in the top 5. And make sure you grab one of these big-time guys. One of these receivers for Tua. He's going to need it. I think that we should spare no expense to get Tua every single weapon he needs. That way we can give the fairest of fair evaluations of whether or not he's our future. Right now, you can't give a fair assessment because, we can be better for him. I mean, we're still a good team around him, but we can be better for him. And I want to make sure we do that so that we can really say, now what does he look like? Is it worth it or not? And I'll be honest with y'all. Let me give y'all a quick expectation for me. We'll try to go over the schedule, Roman. All right. But I'll be honest with y'all. If we get him all the weapons that he needs next year, listen, I got to be honest with y'all. Like, I can see an improvement, and that ain't good enough. I need to see a quality, really good quarterback in his second year if we're going to get him all the weapons, because we need to see him start to play like the prospect that we drafted. I hope that makes sense. I don't want to say, well, he got a little better at that, and I started to see a little bit of improvement in that. That ain't going to be good enough. If we get him everything he needs, we need to see the player that we drafted. And I believe that's fair. All right. We'll get to the schedule later on. But so the Dolphins are definitely going to be in the market for a wide receiver. We're going to certainly have to get a wide receiver. The beautiful thing about the wide receiver position is the simple fact that we have draft options at the top with some really great guys. And also we have options in free agency. This is a prime year where and these are some really good options in free agency as well. So it just depends on what the market says and how much we're willing to pay. Don't forget, Miami's not looking to overpay, okay? Now, we may give a little bit more of a premium, but we're not going to exaggeratedly overpay for anyone. We'll leave that up to the Jacksonville Jaguars of the world and teams like that. But there are some very good options. The problem is the best options usually cost a little too much in the open market. And I'm not really, at this point, I got to be honest with y'all, I'm not really interested in bringing in, slightly above average wide receiver. Does that make sense? Because I'm just not into bringing in an average wide receiver. I'm not into bringing in a guy where we sign on a 2-year, $14 million deal. 7 is respectable, but at the same token, he's not an elite guy. Because I feel like that's still a guy that people can have expectations to blame. I want us to spare no expense, even though, well, like I said, I ain't trying to contradict myself. We're not going to overspend, but go after some top targets in regards to weapons, because we have to know, we don't know this year. And we have to have an answer next year. We can't do like Tannehill and go through 7 years and not know. We have to make this a 2-year plan where we know who's our guy and who's not. 2 years, one is already down and we don't know. Next year, we got to load it up, man. We got to put some money and draft capital into that offense. We gotta do this the right way. Shout out to Lieutenant Dan again with the donation. Lieutenant Dan coming through. He said, TD, I heard you want Adam Gates back as our OC. Listen, man, you must be having yourself a good old time tonight, Lieutenant Dan, to have heard that. I don't know who you heard that from. Whew. We might well bring in Matt Burke as a DC then. Yeah, right. Allen Robinson, too old. We need young wide receivers. Juju is 24. Who all is out there, though? Matter of fact, that's something that I was trying to pull up. Y'all give me a second. 2021 top NFL free agents by position. All right. Let's look at this. The 2021 top NFL free agents by position, okay? Honestly, I'm tripping. I can show y'all the screen. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of that lately. We've been doing a lot of this lately, so why not? I want y'all to see what I see. See what I see. Make sure it shows up clear for y'all. All right, so let's go to the wide receiver. Now, we want unrestricted free agents. I don't care about all the rest of that stuff, all right? We're going to go position, and we're going to go wide receiver. We're going to update this, and we'll go from there, all right? All right, so this is going to be interesting, y'all. So hopefully y'all can see what I see. Matter of fact, I will make it larger. I will make this larger. Let's go to about 120. Now let's go 150. No, that gets a little bit, well, let me get some of these pop-up ads off of my screen. That trash off my screen. All right, so here we go. 150% is much better. Y'all can see it along with me. All right, so here we go. All right. AJ Green. Once again, we have a threshold, okay? We have a threshold of money. I mean, not money, but age, ladies and gentlemen. So remember that. This is about age, all right? All right. Wait, hold on. These club options and then player options. All right, I'm making sure I know. All right, here we go. So anybody over the age of 28, 28 or over, I'm just automatically, it's out of the market for me, okay? So as you see, a lot of these guys are long in the tooth, man. You know, AJ Green is getting up there, Allen Robinson, T.Y. Hilton, Larry Fitzgerald, Sammy Watkins, Marvin Jones, all these guys. Bashard Perriman will be available, coming from the Jets, and that's a division rival. That should be an interesting one. You might look up and they might be taking a look at that type of situation. Let me see if this filtered. Yeah, it is filtered. All right. I'm gonna open up the yards, y'all, because I want to go ahead and go from least to best to most productive to least productive, because we're gonna need some productive guys. All right. What's up, Miami Sports Fanatic Show? Allen Robinson is the most productive on this list. All right. But one thing that stands out is his yards per reception is lower than many of these guys up here as well. But the problem we have is a lot of these guys are having issues with their age. All right. But I didn't even notice this. You look at a guy like Corey Davis. Are y'all familiar with Corey Davis's game? Let me know in the comment section right now. Fitzgerald is retired now. Okay. Well, he was not an option anyway. But Corey Davis, I didn't even know he would be available. That would be a nice commodity to add to this team. Big frame, big body, definitely has hands, very productive in Tennessee. They got a lot of receivers over there and still was able to put up 984 yards. And that was in only, listen, y'all, that was only in 65 receptions. You see the yards per 15.1. He can catch balls in the end zone. He got one fumble, okay? And he only played 14 games. This ain't even a full season. 2 more games, and it ain't a question that he's a 1,000-yard receiver. Wow, I didn't even notice that. 2 more games, and he's what? He looked like he almost an 1,100-yard receiver. Corey Davis is somebody that we really, really, really should be thinking about. And I think he was held back because of Mariota for so long. He's going to be coming off of his rookie deal. And this is the age that the Miami Dolphins want to look at. Wow, I didn't know he was going to be a free agent. Unrestricted. And the crazy thing is they didn't re-up his contract this offseason. Is very interesting. Of course, they're probably going to try to re-sign him, but never forget they gave Tannehill his money. They paid Derrick Henry. Tennessee knows they got to get better on defense. Offense ain't the big issue. This is a move that they could very well part ways with because Corey Davis's value is probably going to be in the $8 million a year range. I wouldn't even be surprised if it's not getting close to $9 million. Because a lot of receivers out here are getting a little bit older. And to be quite honest with you, y'all, when you really think about it, he's actually going to be the second best wide receiver option in the free agency. He's going to be the second best. Allen Robinson's still in a good age for people, but not for me. And he's going to lead the group. And you're going to have guys down here like Juju as well who had a lot of weapons, so that's what held him back. But I don't like Juju's yards per. One of the lowest on this list, 8.6. Corey Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep our eyes open for that one. Let's keep our eyes open for the Corey Davis because that can be a real potential. To happen. All right. Let's see who else we got on this list. Marvin Jones is 31. Nope. Nelson Aguilar, 28. Nope. Will Fuller, he's still in that range. He in the range where the Miami Dolphins may consider a 2 or a 3-year deal, depending on. But is Will Fuller a guy that y'all like, that y'all would, really like to see in Miami? Yes or no in the comment section. Is Will Fuller a guy that you would actually consider in Miami? Do you like his game? Oh, they got a market value thing over here. Hold on, let me see if it works. I got to see if it works real quick because this market value will be very useful if it does work. It's spinning and I have great internet, so I don't know what's going on. It's taking forever. Spotrac will miss 6 games. Oh, he has a suspension too. Average annual salary, calculated market value, 16.9. This man, oh my God, he about to be one of the top. Oh, he getting money. He can't catch, but if this market value is correct, this man is getting money. I gotta look at some other people's market value because this is a really high market value. Average annual salary is 16.9 with comparable players. Market value 4 years, 67 million. Ooh, that's Nah, I don't want that kind of market value. I ain't trying to go out there and put that kind of money on a receiver. But I'm sure he may actually even stay out there in Houston because they can't lose everybody. They already gave away what everybody knows they shouldn't have gave away. Let me see if Corey Davis's market value is on here real quick. Let's see. Corey Davis, market value. Let's see what. Oh my gosh. I got to turn these pop-up blockers off, man. Just don't have time. I'll figure it out in a little bit. But anyway, let's go Corey Davis. I got to see his market value. TD wins the round table. It's tomorrow night. All right. So Corey Davis's market value is coming up now, guys. All right, let's see. Corey Davis market value, like I said, I told y'all somewhere around 9 million, and it's 9.8. 4 year, 39 million a year is about what he'll be looking at. And I wouldn't be opposed to paying a Corey Davis that kind of money. He's going to be looking for a 4-year deal that takes him into the age of 29, but you're only going to guarantee about 2 of the years, which is very beneficial from a contractual standpoint for the Miami Dolphins. Corey Davis is a big fish that we may be able to land, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to say it one more time. Keep your eyes open. Somebody said the Titans are keeping him. Remember, he's an unrestricted free agent. They didn't re-sign a deal, so he's going to hit the market. Hitting the market, Titans got to be the highest bidder. They don't have all the money in the world. Yeah, they want to keep him, but you didn't restructure. You didn't re-up his contract last year. You didn't re-up it this year. So since you didn't do it, he doesn't risk any more injuries right now. So you screwed up. Now he hits the market. So we can't say the Titans are going to re-sign him unless they're the highest bidder. This is the NFL. Now it's about money. It's about money now. Who's going to pay you the most money? And I don't know if the Titans going to be able to pay $10 million because everybody knows their biggest weakness is on the defense. They can't stop anybody. They got to have shootouts every week. They got to put up over they are the number 1 or number 2 scoring offense, but they have to because they can't stop anybody. So we'll see. All right, so who else is in that age bracket? We looked at Corey Davis. We looked at Will Fuller, but he's going to be way too expensive. Now, what y'all think about Curtis Samuel? Carolina wide receiver. I like him. 11.1 per, played 15 games, not quite 1,000, but with the right guys around him, that can elevate. Let's look at Curtis Samuel's market value. But Curtis Samuel is a weapon. His value is 11.9. Again, I don't know if I'm down for anything. I want me like them $10 million guys. Everything else is starting to, get up there, That's going to be interesting. Would y'all do Curtis Samuel for 12 mil? I'm sorry, I kind of wouldn't. We're getting the Juju. He's coming down the list, y'all. He's on the way. All right. Let me see here. Let's go back to yards. All right, Curtis Samuel. And you also got Chris Godwin at 25 years old. Another weapon comparable of Curtis Samuel. But the good thing is he got more yards per catch. Doubles Curtis Samuel in touchdowns. Less receptions and more yards. And only played 12 games. So theoretically, this guy, ladies and gentlemen, 4, 8, 12, divide that by 3. That's 250, 280. Add another 280. He's 1,100-yard receiver. If he played every game, he would be an 1,100-yard receiver in almost 9 touchdowns. If he played all 16 games, he would go all the way to number 2 on this list or number 3, right by Corey Davis. But he only played 12 games. So Chris Godwin is going to be but when you look at the market value, it got to be about 13, 14. Let me see. Hold your breath. Oh, no, I'm way off. So much for that. 17 mil. I mean, when you prorate his games, it's obvious, man. He's up there. He's one of the top free agents because he only played 12 games and still put those numbers up. Man, hey, y'all leave my stuff alone. Y'all leave my stuff alone. Look, they done came back in here. All right, we had a donation that I missed. Let me see if I can find it. Sorry for the person who sent it and I didn't answer it. Let me read it real quick. I can't put it on the screen. It said, hey, TD, what are your thoughts on Kyle Pitts? If J.J. Watt is released, do you think we should sign to get some vets in the locker room? No, man. J.J. Watt, I'm straight, bro. I'm straight. Sorry. I'm straight on that one, man. All right. Kyle Pitts, as far as the tight end, you could always start looking to bring in somebody for the future. But at the same token, man, I like our tight end group now, but it's never too early to bring somebody in for the future. So keep that in mind as well. But good thinking, man. Because at some point they're gonna have to bring somebody in with Gesicki or to back them up. But we just signed Durham Smith and those guys on extension. So not likely. I'll just put it like that. All right. But yeah, man, gosh, man, these guys are costing. We might actually have to just settle for the draft, y'all. We might have to just settle for the draft, man, because things are not looking good right now for us in this regards. All right, so let's get back to the action, man. Who's next up on the list? Man, we ain't found a good target yet other than Corey Davis that fits the price, the talent, that we're willing to pay. Corey Davis is the only one so far that makes sense. Because we're not trying to go out there and spend 17 mil on a receiver, right, y'all? 14 mil, right? No, right? I know they're expensive, but bye-bye. We're not trying to do all that. Man. All right, so let's go to the next one. Chris Godwin was the last one. Man, I didn't know it was going to cost so much. He out there getting them touchdowns from Brady. Not to mention if they actually win a Super Bowl, it's going to be even worse. Now, Juju, 24. Pittsburgh, it works in his favor that he only 24. That's even higher value. He played every game. He played like the most snaps out of everybody on this list. 942, second most. He had 97 receptions. But he's your dink and dunk guy. He's your dink and dunk guy. He had 831 yards in all games, but he did not hit 1,000 yards with 97 receptions. So he's your dink and dunk guy. But he did have 9 touchdowns as well. But I don't like the fact that he also had 3 fumbles. Young guy, though, still has a lot of upside. I think in Miami, he definitely potentially get over that 1,000-yard mark. Can be a real good, valuable weapon for us. But at the same token, it depends if we're going to get value for it. Because, again, his market is 15.6. We're not getting this man if that's the case, y'all. And y'all got to understand, when they say market value right here, that's a 5-year deal. You want to commit 5 years? Now, he's young. He's young, and that's what you would be betting on. But at the same token, man, 15, 16 million a year, we got to be more careful than that. We got to be more careful than that. That's not good. Dang, this isn't looking good for us as far as free agents in the receiver position, y'all. Like, where's the value? Like, where's the sale? We only got one guy so far on sale that we would probably really consider because I like his game, and that's Corey Davis. Corey Davis is the only one. All right, let's keep going. Let's get a few more, and then we'll move on in positions, all right? T.Y. Hilton is too old now. And then we come down to Kendrick Bourne, Keelan Cole. Let me ask y'all, is there any other free agents you see on this list you want me to take a look at? Because I don't even want to go through no more. There's only one free agent wide receiver right now that makes sense from a market standpoint and production. And for us, that's Corey Davis. And let me tell you what's even crazier about that. These receivers' market value is so high that although Corey Davis's is at 10 million, 9.7, I'd actually offer him 11 just to secure the deal. Because when these receivers go at these high prices, the market is too good. You got to try to lock one of these guys in. All right, somebody said Bourne. Okay, let's go Bourne. Y'all give me a second because they supposed to be going to bed. Give me 1 minute. Hey, all right, let's go. Night-night. It's nighttime. Y'all know y'all ain't supposed to be sleeping out the room. Your mommy already put you to sleep. They'll be in here about 5 more times. All right. All right. So it's all right, y'all. Calm down. I'm not going to rush it tonight. I mean, if we don't get through everything, we don't, but I'll take my time. I'll answer some of y'all's. I'm going to write down 3 more, and that's it at the wide receiver position. So somebody said Allen Robinson. Well, I thought we already went through Allen Robinson, and he's too old. Again, I'm going off of what Miami is looking for. Miami is looking for players between the age of 24 and 28. And I'm not, and when I say 28, I really mean 27. We're only looking for players between the age of 24 and 27. They are teaching us that. That is what they're looking for. That is all Miami wants to do in free agency. They don't want somebody that's too long in the tooth, and nobody that's overpaid. So forgive me now. We already did Curtis Samuel. Didn't we? Yeah, we did Curtis Samuel. So just rewind about 5 minutes earlier than this, and we already did Curtis Samuel. All right. Kendrick Bourne. Let's do Bourne. Higgins and Bourne. Nelson. And Galladay. And we'll stop right there, y'all. Galladay. Sorry if we missed it, y'all. If you missed it, but you were too late. So let's do those 4, and we're done with wide receivers. So first off, let's do Bourne, Kendrick Bourne, 26 years old. That's a good look. He played 15 games, only missed 1, so that's good. Only 49 receptions, so that ain't pretty hot. 667 yards. He wasn't a primary target, and he had 13.6 yards per, and that was pretty good. But they don't even have a market value on him. They don't have a market value on him. So that's going to be an interesting one. Again, for me, that's like bringing in another middle-of-the-road guy. He played 15 games. He may be a receiver that can catch the ball and stuff, but it's not like we don't want to bring in guys where we can still make excuses for. We don't want at the end of the year Tua had weapons like Tyreek Hill. We got guys like Bourne and we ain't got time for that. We looking for legitimate threats out here so that we can help Tua. Legitimate threats. Somebody said, TD, stop pandering to this. Tua need a weapon on offense, people. No, but we do. We do. If Greer and them are going to potentially make the mistake and sell all out for him, then don't do him like Tannehill. Get him everything he need. That way we can find out sooner or later, okay? That's why we're in this position. So, Bourne, I'm not impressed. I don't want no middle of the road. Galladay, let me see. Kenny Galladay, 27 years old, close to the older side, but he's not. He only played 5 games, 338 yards, 16.9. Now we're talking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're talking, okay? He is a little bit older at 27, but he's still in the range. Playing 5 games means you need to prorate all his numbers times 3.2. Prorate all his numbers with 3.2. I ain't going to play around with the 0.2 right now, even though I'm a math statistician. I'll put it like that. He pretty much is running at about 65 catches and over 1,000 yards. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, he's going to be running almost 1,100 yards. 65 catches, 1,100 yards, and 17 yards a catch. 2 touchdowns. Prorated, he's somewhere around 7. 17 yards a catch puts him at the top of almost everybody except Aguilar. But we got to look at that 5 games. We got to look at that 5 days, them 5 games. So I don't know what the injury was. Y'all give me a second. I don't know what the injury was. Y'all know better than me. What was the injury? What was the injury? He probably had 15 million. No, you coming off of an injury. Hip. Come on. You got to be kidding me. Hip injury? So this is a situation if you can get the right deal. Oh, no. There's a market value. I thought it said no market value. Here we go. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. Kenny Galladay. Oh, gosh, man, don't even matter. 19 million. 5-year, $95 million contract. Up. And he 27? No, they definitely ain't going to do it. Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my gosh. You know what? I'm glad we doing this. You know why? Because so far it's telling me we're definitely going to get one of these top receivers in the draft. If that ain't what that's spelling out to you, then you ain't paying attention. You are not paying attention. Oh, my gosh. Man, we just had another donation that I missed. Please forgive me. Let me go read it. It said, oh, man, I passed it again. TD, look for guys like 3 yards a catch. What? Oh, are you throwing shade? Are you throwing shade, bro? Look for guys with 3 yards a catch. You ain't right for that one, man. I think that was shade being thrown. I don't know if you were, and I'm interpreting that the wrong way, but that's messed up, bro. Don't do that, man. I ain't gonna lie. That's funny. That is legitimately funny. And I'm not laughing, but it is funny. And look at me. I ain't die laughing, but that was funny. But you ain't right for that. Oh, man. Look for guys with 3 yards per. Give me 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. All right. Got the little one coming back in. He missed me. Oh, whatever. But anyway, all right. So, but we're in trouble, man. We're in trouble, man. It ain't looking good for us so far, y'all. It's not looking great, man. Who else we got? We got, y'all say Higgins? Let me look for Higgins. Yeah, you can sit him in here and turn on like one of their things. I'm looking for Higgins. I don't even see Higgins on this list. You sure he's an unrestricted free agent? Oh, Rashard Higgins. Here he is. 26. That's good. 13 games, only 37 catches, 599 receptions. He missed 3 games, 3 in 13. That's about 4 in plus the 1 factor, which is 0.33. So pretty much, yeah. I mean, I like the yards per catch. Had he played 16 games, he would be somewhere, if I'm estimating right, somewhere around about 760 yards, somewhere around there, 4 touchdowns. Let's see what his market value is in comparison with his age. $5.4 million. Okay, now we're talking. He has a good age to him, a good yards per catch. It looks like he's going to be up for a 2-year, $11 million deal. That's right down Miami's range and only guaranteeing one of those. This is a guy they may want to consider bringing in to compete. But again, I'm still looking at Corey Davis, number 1. Number 2, Higgins. And let me write this down because when we go through all the positions, I want to make some like an official sheet of our primary free agent targets. Wide receiver 1, Corey Davis. Number 2, we got Higgins. Let me make sure I write this down. Give me a second. I'm tired of these pop-ups, man. All right, my bad. Rashard Higgins, 5.4 mil, 2-year deal. Equals 10.8 mil. Corey Davis was about 9.8 million, something like that. I still got to go back to Corey Davis though to look at the years. As we had a donation that said Dolphins need to trade down with the Eagles and take Devontae Smith at 6, should be able to get an elite interior offensive lineman player at 18. I agree. I mean, I'm all for that because this is telling us we might have to go in the draft and get a wide receiver. Y'all give me a second. I want to look at Corey Davis real quick and see how many years of a contract that his market value say that he could ask for at this point. All right, so Corey Davis is in a 4-year, 40 million. 4-year, 40 mil. All right, let's just go 10 million per year. All right, so this is for me whenever I do like a final video of our top free agent targets at every position. But it's real good talking through it with y'all and actually doing the research that I usually do by myself before I make a video, but we can do it together. All right. So far we got 2 targets, and the sad thing about free agency is hard to get them. It's not like it's a guarantee like you're going to get them. You're going to be bidding against other teams. That's what makes it even tougher. All right. So we got Higgins. Yes, sir. Go ask mommy. Okay. So let me turn this down for you. All right. Nelson. Let's see what we got on Nelson. See what we got on Nelson. Nelson Aguilar, 28. No, sir. He's 28 years old. Sorry, he doesn't make the cut, y'all. I'm going to stop right there at the wide receiver position. Okay. How many wide receivers, new wide receivers, do y'all think we need on this roster next year? Active roster. I ain't worrying about the practice squad. We'll find us the guys we got now and the undrafted guys. How many wide receivers should make the roster? The regular. Matter of fact, I have to go double check. Answer this for me. How many wide receivers made the active roster last year after camp? Y'all let me know in the comment section because I don't remember. Was it 8, 7? How many made the active roster last year? Wide receivers. Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant, who else made the active roster? The active roster. Y'all gotta walk me through that. The guys that made the active roster week 1. What happened to Kirk Merritt? Already got Preston Williams. Malcolm Perry, Mac and Hollins. That's 6 right there. That's what made the depth chart to start the season. Isaiah Ford wasn't on the starting roster, I don't believe. Maybe he was. Anyway, I think that we went into the season with about 6 starting wide receivers. 6 starting wide receivers is what I think we went into the season with. If I'm not mistaken, maybe 7. Let's go with 7. But since we're gonna go with 7, let's talk about this year right here coming up. Let's talk about this year right here coming up, y'all. Who's gonna stay on this team at the wide receiver position? Who's gonna stay on the team? All right, good job, Carter. We know you stand on the team. Devontae Parker, Preston Williams. The salary just says that he's not going anywhere. Who else? Devontae Parker, Preston Williams. Who else? Is that it? That's guaranteed, y'all? And Albert Wilson, 3. Ford is gone, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I believe Ford will be gone. Bowden, yeah, that may be 4. That's about it. I'm going to stop the buck right there. So we need 3 receivers. Corey Davis, Rashard Higgins, and a draft pick is what I'm seeing. That's what I see. And if we miss out on any one of those guys and Corey Davis and Rashard Higgins, you draft 2 receivers. We'll see though. But I'm gonna say our free agent targets are Corey Davis, Rashard Higgins, and the draft. All right. So we're done with wide receiver. We're gonna move on to another position, but this is interesting. Wide receiver, Corey Davis, Rashard Higgins, and a draft pick. And I hope that this is how they're looking at it on their board for the offseason, man, because it makes all the sense. We're not trying to overpay. We're not trying to deal with veteran, older guys. We need a young nucleus that we can build, we can mold. Just hit the link next time TD drops it. What's up, Finsanity? All right, man. Let's move on. What position y'all want to talk about next? What position do y'all want to talk about with free agency in the draft next? Now, let's go back to wide receiver real quick, though. Who is our number 1 target at wide receiver in the draft? Who are y'all feeling about? Who is our first and second target in the draft at wide receiver? And also put what pick, and then we'll go to the running back because it looked like everybody want to go running back. I see Smith and Chase. Smith or Waddle too. Smith. Okay, let's start with Smith. Where do you think Smith is going to? Matter of fact, let me do this. I'm gonna pull up the 2021 draft. Well, why not predictions, right? Mock draft, first round predictions. I'm just pulling up the first one. It don't make it right, y'all. So get out of your feelings if something ain't looking right. Because they got the Dolphins taking Rashawn Slater at offensive tackle at Northwestern on this one. Not worried about that. I'm just trying to see what order they got the wide receiver. So Jamar Chase, the number 1 wide receiver. Would you take Jamar Chase at number 3? Would you take Jamar Chase at number 3, all the way to number 7? Because just in case we do a trade. Just curious. Nope, trade down. All right, we trade down to 7. Would you still take Jamar Chase? I know Smith won Heisman. I'm just asking you. Where do y'all think Jamar Chase is going to go in this draft? Honestly, I should have just put in rankings. I think 2021 draft rankings. Oh, why did I put NHL? Oh my gosh. Prospect rankings. Here we go. All right, let me read this donation real quick, and then we'll get to it. Man, the comment section moving fast now. We had a donation that said, TD, look at film for Kadarius Toney, second round. Kadarius Toney. All right, appreciate you, homie. All right, we got another donation said, it looks more and more like Nick Saban and his kids are coming over to dinner. Oh, Lord. Cap life capping. Oh, man. All right, y'all. So let me see what this has for us. All right. 2021 prospects rankings. All right. This is, see, they over here tearing up my Christmas tree. All right. This is more realistic if you ask me. See, I ain't gonna lie. I got to keep it 1,000 with y'all. I know Smith won the Heisman, but regardless, a lot of people still got Jamar Chase being the first receiver off the board. A lot of people got Chase being the first receiver off the board. What do y'all think about that, honestly? What do y'all think about that? A lot of people got Jamar Chase being the best receiver off the board over the Heisman winner anyway. Now, some people get caught up into, oh, he won the Heisman, though, but that ain't the end all be. Just because somebody won the Heisman don't make it, the end of the discussion. So do y'all think that y'all think Smith is the best wide receiver coming out? Because they even got Waddle ahead of Smith. No, sir. Go sit down. Leave that alone. They even got Waddle over Smith. So who is your best receiver in this draft? Put it in the comment section right now and do it with conviction. Who is the best wide receiver to you in this draft? Put it in the comment section and say it with conviction. Chase, Smith, Chase, Smith, Chase. Woo. It's split. Everybody going back and forth between Chase and Smith. There's no definitive in the comment section alone. I'm actually shocked because I actually don't have an opinion one over the other. I just feel like both of them would be huge for our team. Either one. Wow, I can't believe I'm literally seeing Chase and Smith back and forth like a true 50-50 toss-up. Wow. Smith TD, Chase TD. Chase, Smith, Chase. Wow. Derek with the donation said, what Derek say? I think either way, this draft is loaded with great wide receivers. A few of those, and we on the way to the top, baby. Fins up. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all can stop Smith and chasing me right now. All right. Stop Smith and chasing me right now. Okay. Listen, with that type of reception that y'all just gave between both of those guys, I got to be honest with you. If we're not going to get a quarterback at number 3, yes. Just leave it alone, okay? If we're not going to get a quarterback at 3 and Penei Sewell is gone, we got to trade down to like number 7 or 8 because we're going to get one of them probably anyway. We got to trade down to about 7 or 8 because we should still be able to get one of them anyway. And for any reason we get burned and both of them get taken before our trade pick, Waddle is still there. We could pick up more draft capital. Listen, man, I'm going to write it down. Draft pick, trade if not interested in QB no lower than 9. Get top receiver. Waddle, Chase, Smith. Is that good, y'all? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. If we're not interested in a quarterback and Sewell is gone, trade down no further than 9, pick up extra assets, maybe even an extra first with that kind of move from 3 to 9, 3 to 8, 3 to 7. You might even get another first. You might look up and see. And get whoever the top receiver is at that point, Waddle, Chase, or Smith. Would we go wrong? And we just picked up another first maybe for 2022 or another second for 2022 or something like that. I think we got a good game plan on that Greer should be considering. Corey Davis, Rashard Higgins in the offseason, good value, good price, guys that can help this receiving core. In the draft, if it doesn't work out with a quarterback that you don't want and Sewell is gone, we get one of those 3 after trading out. But we don't have to spend the number 3 pick on any of them. I like it. Cap said if Sewell is gone, I agree with everyone 1,000%. Get more capital. Go take a seat, Carter. All right. Said I agree. Listen, man, go get the capital. I agree too. I'm in agreement, y'all. Go get the capital. Let's get some more assets. Yes. It's okay. Y'all knocked it down. I'll fix it later. Okay. Okay. All right. You want to say hi? Hi. Hi. Say hi. Oh, I don't know if they can see you. Uh-huh. There you go. There they go. They can see you. Say hi. Hi. Say I love you. I see. I ain't say I love you too. I said say I love you. Say fins up. Fins up. Fins up. Got the thumbs up? Yeah. All right, y'all already destroyed my Dolphins Christmas tree, so y'all go watch PJ Masks. All right. All right, leave this alone, Carter. All right, so anywho, man. All right, so I think we're good at the receiver position, but the buck doesn't stop there. Okay. We also go later in like the 3rd or 4th round and maybe pick up another weapon as well if you miss out on one of those guys in free agency. But I think that would be a good plan for the wide receiver group. But let's move along to the running backs, y'all. We'll do running backs, all right? And then another night we'll continue maybe at the quarterback position, maybe at the tight end position. I think running back will be a good segment right now, and then we'll call it a quits on the draft prospects and free agency. But we'll run through the whole team eventually. All right, so let me get out of this. All right, here we go. Wide receiver. Let's go running back. Let's update. Unrestricted free agents. Let's scroll down. Look who at the top of the list, y'all. Oh, y'all can't see it. I'm tripping. Let me put it on here. Look who on the top of the list. Y'all see this? Man, these commercials, man. Look who at the top of the list, hanging out. Hey, but I got to give it up to Kenyon Drake, ladies and gentlemen. The man had 955 rushing yards and 10 rushing touchdowns. Receptions a little, subpar to be a premier back. And he only played 15 games. Kenyon Drake was officially 1,000-yard back, y'all. He only played 15 games. But once again, he's 27 years old. We were almost at a point where we would move on from him anyway. Remember, 24 to 27. But at the same token, he's already been to Miami. They're not going to bring him back. What's interesting is I want to know what his market value is. I think he increased that in Arizona. Kenyon Drake finna make a little bit of money. Look at him. Still never broke out to be the guy, but he still gets his first respectable deal on a 4-year, $22 million deal, 5.5 a year. Yeah. So, but we're not getting Kenyon Drake. They're not bringing him back to Miami, okay? Let's get that straight now. They've already taken a look at him. They didn't like what they saw. He wasn't a good fit nor conducive to what they were trying to do. But he saw success in Arizona, and congratulations to him for that. So yeah. All right, let's go back real quick. Let's go look at the rest of the running backs in free agency that fits the profile. Let's go with rushing yards. All right, Aaron Jones, ladies and gentlemen, unrestricted free agent, so he's going to test the market. Hey, no, put that down, okay? He's going to test the market. 1,104 yards, 9 rushing touchdowns, 355 receptions, receiving yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. I like this look. Only 14 games, so he was even better than that. What y'all think about Aaron Jones as we look at his market value? He's in a much better age position and everything. Should the Miami Dolphins think about Aaron Jones at $13.3 million a year? What's y'all thoughts? I don't know. Like what? And that's another thing. We want to bring in the one back that's the guy and like guys like Gaskins and Ahmed be the backup that can come in and give you that starter type play. But how much do we want to spend? What would you pay for that running back? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think our range should be for the running back position? What should it be? Let me know in the comment section. Give me a price. Go put this back. Go put it up. All right, y'all said 8 million max, 10 mil or below, 12 mil. Man, because if you want your guy, y'all gonna have to understand you're gonna have to come up off of a pretty penny. It look like everybody don't want to spend more than 10 mil. Nobody wants to spend more than 10 mil. I gotta be honest with y'all. When we really look at it, Aaron Jones is going to be no Carter. Aaron Jones is going to cost too much for us potentially. He's going to be the top target in the NFL. No one else is putting up numbers like close to 1,000 that's going to be available as 1,000-yard premier rushing back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you right now, it looks like the Miami Dolphins may actually officially invest in a really good running back in the draft. So with that being said, because at least we know we got 2 guys that belong on the roster, we just need that one guy that should be like viewed as the leader. Somebody said Le'Veon Bell. How old is Le'Veon Bell now? Le'Veon is 29, man. The Dolphins were only trying to get him in to help out this year. It was going to be a one-year deal like KC. They were only trying to get him in to help out this year, in my opinion. But running back, man, and their shelf life ain't the greatest, you know. Somebody said Chris Carson. Let me see what Chris Carson looking like. No, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Might be talking about something else. I'm tripping. These guys don't fit the bill. TD, you passed him. Let me see. Oh, right here. 28, Seattle, 12 games played, 681 rushing yards. So he played 3/4 of the season. So divide this by 3, that's 226. So add 226 on there. That's 8. That's a 900-yard rusher in the season if he plays 16 games. And then you want to add another touchdown, 6 touchdowns. I mean, this is a close look right here. This is a guy that would be around 900 yards a season based off of his production in Seattle, and he only played 12 games. And let's look at his market value. You might be on to something. It's coming up. Put it down, Cammy. All right, let's see. 7.1 million a year, not bad. He's due for a 4-year, $29 million deal. I gotta put him on the list. His age checks out. The money looks like it's worth a guy who's just sub 1,000, and maybe he can elevate over the top and be that guy. And he dealt with the injury, so who knows what the year could have had for him. So thanks for mentioning Carson, and he was a 7th round draft pick, so that's even better. He's probably gonna always have some upside to him. Christopher Carson, I like that. Fresh off his rookie deal. Oh, these pop-ups are driving me crazy. All right, so we got a 7.2 million. We got a 4-year, 29 mil. All right, good option right there. Y'all keep saying Leonard Fournette. How old is Leonard Fournette? Try mixing, TD. Let me go Fournette first, all right? Leonard Fournette, 26 years old. That's good. 13 games. Oh, no, he didn't have the production at all, man. I mean, come on. No. Leonard Fournette this was a fall-off season. Played 13 games and only put up 367 yards. And 6 touchdowns is all good, but it looked like he's more of a red zone threat. I don't think that's what we're looking for. He went backwards, y'all. Again, we got to look at some advanced stats on some of these guys. Somebody say he didn't start. Well, good point there too, but that may be a problem too. Who else we got? Anybody else before we move on and talk about the draft at this position? I'm willing to take 1 or 2 more. Anybody else, y'all? Somebody said Connor. I didn't see Connor on here. Did I? Yeah, I don't see Connor. He must be not an unrestricted free agent. Connor's not an unrestricted free agent because he's not on here. I don't see James Conner on here, guys. Let me see who else. You missed him. Okay, one more time. James White, not Connor. Oh my gosh, my blind eyes. I did miss him. Pittsburgh, 13 games, 721 yards. Here we go again. This is another guy that's sub 1,000 or somewhere around 900 yards rushing had he played the whole season. 6 touchdowns that'll prorate to about 7.5 projected on the season. And about 280 something passing yards. So this is definitely James Conner is definitely a guy who may fit the bill. But let's look at the money. What is James Conner talking about? Another 5.6. We got another one on here. James Conner, 5.6 mil. He's in line for the type of contract that would constitute 2-year. Oh, that's even better. 2-year, 11. Hold on. 2-year, 11.3 million. All right. See, that's one of those prove it to me deals too. 1 year guarantee. See, I like that. That's something that we would definitely look into. And he's 25 years old. We would definitely look into James Conner, y'all. I'll tell y'all that now. Thank y'all for giving me these names, man. This is making this process so much easier. You know how many guys I got to look at and go through? Usually I'm going through everybody on the list. But y'all definitely helping me out make this quicker, all right? Why y'all keep saying Henry? Henry who? No, y'all ain't talking about Derrick Henry. He got his money. Let's y'all talking about Hunter. Oh, y'all said Hunt. Okay, Kareem. Let me see if I can find Kareem. Sorry, y'all. Kareem Hunt. Did I pass him? I don't see him. And why am I even looking this guy up, man? Anybody else, y'all? Stop saying Lamar Miller, man. Click yards. Yeah, we're on the yards. We got a lot of guys with not too many yards. That fits the age group. Another one in the age group, Jamal Williams, but it still ain't adding up with the yards. It's not somebody. No, Brian Hill ain't cutting it. Leonard Fournette, we already talked about. Kalen Balaj. Look at Kalen Balaj. Should we bring in Balaj? Samaje Perine.
Daddy?
Yes, sir.
Can we spill some water, pepper?
Oh my God. Give it here, okay?
She will.
All right. Y'all about to go to bed this time, okay?
No, I don't want to.
I know you don't want to, but you're gonna have to, okay?
No.
Yeah, I don't see anybody else, y'all, that's worth it. Somebody said, let me see. Oh, we went through Aaron Jones first. That was the first guy we went through. He fit the age, but he costs too much. He's going to be somewhere around $13 million a year, if I'm not mistaken. I think he was $13 million a year. Y'all give me like literally 30 seconds. It's time to put them back to bed. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, I know, but it's time to go to sleep, okay? It's time to go to sleep. All right, appreciate y'all, man. All right, let's see. But I think that's it at the running back position of great value. I think that we really need to stop right there. Everything else, man, everybody's older. They're long in the tooth. It's not making sense. It's not even worth it. I believe that's it. When we look at what we're trying to look at, guys between the age of 24 and 27 years old, guys that are at least sub 1,000 in the 900 range or above. You got Christopher Carson and James Conner, and both of them are really value deals as well. Now, Who's the best running back in the draft, ladies and gentlemen? Who is the best running back in the draft? Let me know right now who is the best running back in the draft. Let me know right now. Put it in the comment section. Naji Harris. Everybody's saying Naji Harris. Nobody going to say Etienne? Oh, I got one. There got some Etiennes. Naji Harris. But the overwhelmingly Naji Harris. Where y'all think they getting drafted at? When do y'all think they coming off the board? So I'm going to go back to the prospect rankings. And let's see if we got any running backs in the first round. Etienne is the highest one on here, and he's projected around 19. And Naji Harris is projected around 24. This is a tricky one, y'all. Let's talk about that. This is a tricky situation. Our running back situation is tricky. Let's work together real quick, all right? Let's take this down. Let's talk real quick for a second because this is really, really, really tricky, this running back situation. We like Gaskins and Ahmed. Do you agree? Yes or no? I'm not saying as the number one back, but we like them to make the roster, right? Yes or no? We like both of those guys to make the roster. Yes, right? But we also want a guy who can solidify themselves as a number one in this league. So let me ask y'all this. Can Christopher Carson be a number one for us? Christopher Carson, y'all. Can Christopher Carson be a number one? Because I only look for us to bring in one running back. We're going to bring in multiple. We'll bring in a few. But I'm talking about one guy to be in the top three with those other guys. Let me tell you the issue with Christopher Carson. He's earned a 4-year deal. I don't think Miami's trying to bring anybody in that they got a 100% commit to that ain't proved that they are 1,000% the guy. Plus, he's had injuries. So to commit a 4-year deal, $29 million, they would much rather bring in James Conner with very similar production because he's only going to warrant a 2-year deal. James Conner is only going to warrant a 2-year deal. And at least you get to make him prove it and only guarantee half of it before you give him a new contract. So what would y'all do? Go Carson or James Conner? Carson or James Conner? Put it in the comment section right now. Given the situation that Carson's going to be a 4-year, $29 million, and Connor's going to be a 2-year, $11 million, so you at least get to see him for a season before you commit, which one do you have? Overwhelmingly, everybody got the same person, which is Carson. So let's stick with Carson real quick. Do you believe in us getting Carson in free agency, or do you think it's better for the Miami Dolphins to draft Naji Harris or Etienne? That's the question. That's why the running back situation is difficult. Do you think they draft Naji Harris or get a guy like Carson? Now remember this, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to cost close to the same. They're not going to cost that. For a matter of fact, Carson may cost a little bit more, actually. Carson may cost a little bit more. Maybe $1 million more. But at the 18th pick, I'm guessing here, because if at the 5th pick you get about $8.5 million a year in the next year, the 18th pick is definitely probably somewhere like $5 million a year, $6 million. So which one do y'all want? Naji Harris, draft pick, rookie deal? Or do you bring in Christopher Carson? Or do you bring in both of them anyway, which means both of them will make the team and you have actually guaranteed both of them big money, like 4 years, and you got Gaskins and Ahmed. Draft Naji Harris, both. Naji has chemistry with Tua. Draft Naji, both of them. Naji. Both ain't a good idea, in my opinion, for those who are saying it. I think you could save money because if you draft Naji Harris, then he needs to be your starter. If you draft Naji Harris at 18, that man need to be starting. And you're not going to sign a free agent Chase for a 4-year deal and him not be the starter either. You see what I'm saying? So it looks like at 18, because you can get Naji Harris at 18. But again, are we all just fans of Naji Harris because of Alabama? Like we're literally going to overlook Etienne? What makes Naji Harris better than Etienne? Or is it just simply the fact that he played with Tua? Are we just overly giving it to Naji because of Alabama and Tua and ignoring the fact that every board that I see got Etienne being a better back? He's strong, he's elusive. What about Etienne? Is he not? Is he weak and easy to tackle? I mean, come on. This is what I'm trying to understand. I'm just curious. And Naji Harris is a bigger back because Etienne is real small. He 5'10", but it looks like that's the only type of backs that have been working for us. Somebody say he's Henry 2.0. All right, I was just asking. I'm posing the question because everybody got Etienne stock higher. Everybody I look at got his stock higher. Let me see. Yeah, I'm looking at it. All right. We'll go through profiles at another day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave Christopher Carson on the list. I'm going to leave James Conner, and I'm going to put draft pick, and I'm going to put Naji Harris or Etienne. That's what I'm going to do, y'all. All right. Give me a second. 2021 draft rankings. I got to pull it back up. I closed it out. Any other backs y'all like? Who's the third best back in this draft that you like? I'm gonna look it up. Well, who's the third best back you like in this draft? Let me see if any other ones are projected in the first round. No other first round projections. Wow, they don't have another running back projected in the top 50. Those are the only two running backs in the top 50. Maybe I missed something here. Give me a second. Naji Harris. Any more RBs? Wow, yeah, there ain't another running back in the top 50, y'all. Let me go further, see what I see. Yeah, Javonte Williams is the next one up, and that's at 57. See, I'm not even there yet because that's our second round pick. I'm talking about the top of the board right now, the guys who we can guarantee day one potential starters. Not saying that he can't be, but at the same token, that's on the fence. All right. Andres Madrid with the donation said, TD, all the Bama fans want Harris. Etienne is much better. He's literally lined up at receiver with Clemson. Before. Harris just had 2 games everyone saw. That's why I posed the question. Trust me, I know Etienne is a really good back, and I'm not going to sit here and say Naji Harris is better than Etienne. I know people do like the size of him, the build, the Derrick Henry style. It's a tough one. You know, now you got to figure out, you know, who do Miami love the most? Who does Miami love the most, you know? If we take Etienne, it's our second round pick. Listen, Etienne is first round. His stock is higher than Harris. Some of y'all got to be honest with yourself. Etienne may go off the board before Naji Harris. So, interesting, you know. I can't look at everybody, y'all. Andre spitting facts, bro. I know. It really depends on whether you want a running back or a halfback. There's a difference. Good observation, ball game. But let me ask you this, ball game. Let me ask you this. What's going to complement 2 or more? Or we don't know because we don't know who the offensive coordinator is yet and what they want to do. That's tough. But what do you think will complement 2 or more? Javonte Williams, late second, early third value versus production, can run and with any back in the draft. But would he be a day one starter? Would he be a day one starter? Because if we're going to get a project, that's not a project, but a guy that, you know, may not necessarily start, but he can eventually be our guy, then again, we might be needing to just stick around in free agency with a Christopher Carson or a James Conner. Y'all say yes, he can be our day one guy. I don't know if Ball Game responded. Yeah, he said we already have halfbacks. We need an alpha. Harris is my choice based on the scheme. All right, that makes sense. I like the thing is when people say Derrick Henry 2.0, that's the only thing that excites me because I want to take the pressure off Tua. If Tua can throw the ball less than 25 times a game, I'm with it. If we can turn Tua into what Tannehill is in Tampa and ask him to be accurate on minimum throws that all have one-on-one and he get to see the field better, that's what I want. But in order to do that, you do need a Derrick Henry type back. One that they're scared of. They got to load the box, and Naji Harris has that size that can build, that can become that. So in Etienne, although skilled, elusive, just an amazing back, nobody's fearing tackling him. 5'10", 210 pounds. Nobody's fearing tackling him. They just got to catch him. Etienne is a guy who's going to take advantage of the edge, but we need a guy who's going to be able to run between the tackles. That's all I'm saying. That's the issue. We need a guy who can run between the tackles. Etienne is the guy that's going to get around that corner and make you pay. So, interesting, right? Interesting. Now, what's even more interesting is the fact that Naji Harris is projected around 24. Etienne is the one at 19. But I would still waste the number 18 pick. Not waste, but I would still use the number 18 pick on a Naji Harris because I'm not going to trade back and start gambling, hoping that our guy is there at 24 and somebody end up taking him earlier. Y'all do know Noah wasn't our pick last year, right? I can't tell you who the pick was, but Noah was not our pick. And when things fell apart from the pick that we wanted, they traded out of it and then got Noah. And you don't want that to happen where somebody right ahead of you or trade up in front of you take your guy. That's the scary part, man. But I'm all down for Naji Harris. I'm all down for Naji Harris. But I'm still gonna put Etienne on here because again, we got the assets and he's a weapon. But Naji is going to be the first option based off of we need somebody who can run through the tackles, and make defenses pay and have to respect the box to load it and have to and wear them down in a game. That would be excellent. All right. I want Rashard Penny. You never know, man, but I don't like to talk about what don't belong to us yet. You know what I mean? He's not an unrestricted free agent, so give me Naji is cool. So let's pause right here. Next we'll do tight ends, but maybe not tonight. But let's talk about what we have so far. So based off of the analysis that we did for what we're willing to pay for the right age group with free agency and looking in the comparison with the draft, this is what we came up with tonight, ladies and gentlemen. At the wide receiver position, the best wide receivers for the Miami Dolphins for the right value. I'm not talking about the best receivers for the Dolphins. We're talking about at the right price because we looked at the projected price for Juju and all of those guys we've been naming. And no, we're not spending 19 and 17 million on 15 million on a receiver. Okay. So the best value that we found out there for free agency that has upside that can contribute to this team and be a valuable weapon. There were two guys, Corey Davis, whose projected value is going to be about 9.8 a year, 10 million, 4-year, $40 million deal. And Rashard Higgins. He's going to be a 2-year prove-it deal with 5.4 million per at 10.8 million contract. Only, 2-year prove-it deal is 2 years guaranteed. So those are the two guys that we should be looking at the target in free agency for the right price that can help us. But we also determined we still, since we can't get one of the premier guys, even though I love Corey Davis, we can't get one of the premier guys. Allen Robinson is going to cost too much, and he's on the older. He's closer to the older side, costing that much. No, he's on that upper side of the 24 to 27, and his cap hit was like 17 million or something when we looked at it. He's in line for a 17 per year on a 4 years. So that's not going to happen. Y'all, please stop saying Corey Davis is going to re-sign with the Titans. They want that to happen. He probably wants it to happen, but he is an unrestricted free agent. Highest bidder gets priority, ladies and gentlemen. They just paid Tannehill and Derrick Henry. They're going to have to back up the Brink truck if they want to keep him, because there's going to be teams that's offering just as much, if not a little bit more than what they have to offer. And don't get me wrong, they have the leg up because he's been there. He likes what's going on. He may say, yeah, I'll sign back with you, but money talks. So he's still a target. He's somebody you bring in as a free agent and talk to him and try to get him. That's on Tennessee for not giving him a contract extension. That's on them for letting him go in to test the market. So Corey Davis and Rashard Higgins. But what it also tells me, we have to get a top guy in the draft. And we also decided that we're going to trade the third pick if we don't need a quarterback. If Greer feels we don't need a quarterback, we'll trade the third pick if Sewell isn't there. And we'll go no lower than number 9, and we'll grab Waddle, Chase, or Smith, whoever is available, the best one. That's what we all discussed together as a Dolphin fan base, all right? At the running back position, y'all see how they back? It's no winning, y'all. It's no winning. Night night. I love you. Bye bye. It's okay. Bye bye. Night night. Running back, this is what we came up with. In free agency, we went through all those running backs, and for the right price, with the right upside and production, we came up with Christopher Carson and James Conner. Christopher Carson, 4-year deal, $29 million. James Conner, 2-year prove it to me deal, $11 million. And we also realize if we don't like any of those options and we got to go in the draft, since we already have two backs that may make the roster, then we want to go get Naji Harris or Etienne, preferably Naji Harris. That's what we came up with, yes? Yeah, I know. You poured it all out. That's why it's time for you to go to bed, okay? Sleep, sleep, sleep. Night, night, okay? All right, close the door. Love you. Not Connor, but Carson is nice. Yeah, I'm just looking at it. That's why James Conner doesn't command a 4-year deal. Right now, his market value is a 2-year, $11 million. Basically, prove it. We went through all the running backs. They either were outside of the frame of 24 through 27, or their price was too much as far as their projected value. So I know a lot of y'all naming guys. You might have came to the stream late. We already pulled it up on the stream. It's slim pickings at the running back position in free agency. Especially unless you want to pay 13 to 15 million and all that stuff we were seeing. All right. Then Harris is our guy. I would actually confer. It looks like the Miami Dolphins may be selecting Naji Harris at number 18. Something about this is making me happy to feel good that we actually doing a little bit of research to make us feel good about what we might actually be selecting and what actually may make sense. There's a great chance that we select Naji Harris at 18 if he's on the board. That's going to be my predictor pick. That's going to be the pick that I'm going to say we're going to get this one right. I think we're going Naji Harris at 18, y'all. I think we're going Harris at 18. Why 18? Because where else would you get him? Where else would you get the back? Eighteenth pick will be a linebacker. That's all going to depend on whether or not they give Jerome Baker a contract extension. I don't think we go linebacker in the first 2 rounds. Jerome Baker is up for a contract extension right now, just so y'all know. After next year, he's a free agent. So they got to start talking to him now or in this season. And this is where you save money on Baker. All his stock isn't high, but you want to try to lock him in on a deal now, unless you want to lock him in on a deal now because with this defense, he might want to bet on himself. So you might want to secure the deal before he decides in his mental, I'm going to bet on myself because I know I'm going to have a big season. Because I ain't going to lie, this is the season right here where Jerome Baker has to come to form, and I think he can. Like, you'll see the best play you ever seen from Jerome Baker. Brad Means, real estate entrepreneur. Shout out to your homie. He said, would you be upset with D. Smith at 3 and Naji at 18? No, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset at all. DP7 said Greer playing the mind game of drafting a quarterback, so teams have to take a chance to offer a trade for quarterback. He did that last year with offensive tackle. I think that's what you're saying. Yes. OT. But that's what you call a good GM. I like it. Mr. Ball Game out. Let me read what you said earlier. Baker will get extended. I agree too that he will. That's why I don't think that they're gonna like add another linebacker at such a high salary when you got Van Noy as well. Morgan said, I disagree. Running back is not a huge priority. That's a sexy pick, but not a necessity. I'm not gonna disagree with that. Talk to me if you don't mind. Give me some of the more needs over that necessity. I just think that having the assets that we have, sometimes you can go get a necessity. Like we have a lot of capital. And I mean, you know what I mean? Are we never allowed to get a necessity? Are we never allowed to be like, hey, let's go ahead and grab Naji here, We could possibly do a little better, do another position of need here, but is this guy a guaranteed day one starter at this position of need? So let's get Naji, and we still got options for some of those other needs. And ball game, me and you both know a lot of this is really going to hinge on what they do in free agency, right? If they knock it out of the park in free agency and take care of a lot of those needs, I mean, we might be right there at Naji at 18, where, you know what I mean? We will take a back in the second round, not the first. Interesting. Gaskins is a good backup, TD. I know. That's why I'm looking for my premier guy. There's some good ones in the second round, but they're projected all the way at 52. They're projected at 52, if I'm not mistaken. Two of them back-to-back in that area. We'll see, though. Time will tell. Let me see. I'm sorry, y'all. My mouse just froze on me. Don't know why. All right, but that's where we're at with wide receiver and running back. It's getting late, and I ain't gonna let y'all have me up to 4 a.m. again. We're pretty much gonna call this one a night and come back maybe Friday, because tomorrow is the AFC East roundtable conversation on Dan Mitchell's channel. So make sure y'all are ready for that. Friday, I think I might even have a collab with another YouTuber, but y'all know I'm gonna still be live tomorrow and Friday probably. But we'll pick up next time I decide to do these segments. We'll go tight end, we'll go quarterback next, tight end and quarterback next. And then after that, we'll do an episode solely on O-line, where we can get in free agency or the draft, what we're looking at in O-line. I want to come up with a list so we got a game plan to look at, see if any of our game plan is what actually happens as soon as free agency open and the draft goes. We want to come up with our own game plan, and then we want to match that with Chris Greer and see what he pulls off and see if we hit on any of it. That's the game we play in this offseason. We're all GMs together, all right? One GM here at TDPHINSTALK. We're going to be the GMs. We're going to come up with it together. So, again, the criteria tonight for wide receivers and running backs, we're finding free agents between the age of 24 and 27. We also established the max that we pay, so we didn't deal with any free agents that would be worth more than that. And we considered their production from the last year. And again, we came up with Corey Davis and Rashard Higgins at the receiver position, with the expectation that we would draft the top receiver in the first round, preferably Waddle, Chase, or Smith, because we can. And that was if we're not interested in the QB in the first round, and if Sewell was gone. Same thing with running backs. We came up with Christopher Carson and James Conner. And we established that we do need to get a running back, a premier one, and everybody likes Naji Harris over Etienne based off of the play style and what it looks like we need. But I'm also going to add on here, because Ball Game makes a good point. Contingency plan, late second round. And quickly, let me tell you who those two backs are late in the second round. That is Javonte Williams. Man, it was one more. Where's Michael Carter? I know he on here somewhere. There he is. Oh, Javonte Williams is at 57th is his projection. Javonte Williams, 57th. All right. And hey, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Where my boy Carter at? North Carolina. There you go. Michael Carter, 89th, and that's third round. Third round, Michael Carter. All right. And that's at 89th. 89th best player right now projected. All right. So that's what I got, y'all. That's what I got for the running back situation. It's good to pretty much have a gauge on what we might be looking at. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in to TD FINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Let me give y'all an update. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to TD FINSTALK. Again, we're about to hit another threshold. We're trying to get 14,600 subscribers. I just want to tell y'all real fast where we're at because I thought we were knocking on the door before I started this stream. So I want to give y'all a live update of where we at to hit that 600 mark in the 14,000s. So bear with me one moment. Here it is. We're at 14,590. So we are 10 subscribers away from 14,600. So we're moving, guys. Appreciate y'all love. Appreciate y'all support. We want to try to get to 15,000 before the end of this football season. We are only 410 away. That's going to be easy to get in 4 days this month. Well, 5 days this month. We already got 360 subscribers. So we'll hit 15,000 by the end of the month when the football season is pretty much over. We would have exceeded the goal that we had of 13,000 by 2,000 pretty much by the end of this football season. Again, thank y'all so much for your love and support. We're doing bigger and better things as we go. Appreciate everybody's continued support. Ball Game said I'll share my wish list with you all really soon. Awesome, man. Hey, man. Hopefully, you can share with us on here, Ball Game. We'll link up if you like to, man. I definitely love to hear the full wish list. And Ball Game, everybody keep hitting me up, man. I'm telling you, I'm tired of telling them, hey, that show coming. Hey, they want it. They want it, Ball Game. They looking for it. So it's on you, homie. Florida born, Kentucky grown with the donation say, I pray we get Anthony Schwartz in the later rounds. We shall see. We shall see. All right. Bless you, TD. Thank you. Thank you. 2021 schedule. I know y'all keep asking for that. How about I get that to you tomorrow? How about I find the time to try to give you a stream on the 2021 schedule tomorrow? Keep doing your thing, TD. I am, man. That's all I can do. All right. I'll try to give you that 2021 schedule tomorrow. Remind me because we might get some breaking news and I go about that and I forget. But I'll try my best to give you that 2021 schedule tomorrow. All right. Till next time, y'all. Love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Kiss your kids, kiss your wives, kiss your husbands, kiss your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever you got. However you live your life, do you. But y'all take care, man. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up. That's all that matters. Fins up, all right? Fins up. Peace.